Thank you. Thank you. I don't deserve any of that. I'm just teasing. I deserve all of it and more. Thank you for your love. Tonight, we are going to have a Dungeons and Dragons watch party where we will opine and we will give our opinions on the things that we are watching from the Azram campaign from Viva La Dirt League. It is very fun. It is very real. It is the way that Dungeons and Dragons should be played. It is communal. It is revolutionary still in its form and function. And I am a big Dungeons and Dragons nerd. I had a limited grasp and understanding of it when I started this series 2 years ago. I played a couple Dungeons and Dragons game. I painted a couple figurines when I was a kid with my father who loved Dungeons and Dragons. But now, over these past 2 years, I would like to say that I am back to my Dungeons and Dragons roots. The knowledge is here with me, and it's thanks to everybody here. This awesome, beautiful crowd tonight that we have amassed. If you're watching on YouTube, like and share this. You guys are all doing wonderful. 27,878 views. Can I get an amen on this playlist?
Yes! Can I get an amen?
We are almost at the 30,000 mark for a playlist that is comprised of over 98 videos and 141 episodes. Wow.
Yes! Can I get an amen?
What a freaking journey that we have been on. Now, let me give you a little prologue. I've heard a little murmuring in the comments and from people in Discord that this series might discontinue. It might stop. They might stop the Azram campaign. And to that, I am like, oh my gosh, to think that they are like 100 episodes ahead of us. We're catching up as we go. And to hear that they're going to end this, oh my gosh, you can relive all the good times here on our watch parties, which is, I think, fairly awesome. You can come back and you can literally watch this with me after this is ended and we're still going and I have no idea what's going to go on. It's crazy where we have come from. This is a very popular playlist on the channel. These guys are super entertaining. I absolutely love watching them. Let's check out what they're doing on today's episode called Eldrin Estate. Eldrin Estate. Okay.
You step out into Milius. Well, this is a little bit much.
Yeah, I hate this place.
Yeah.
Hoity-toity.
You arrive at the port, and you are waiting for your invite to Delarine. I'll just have to tick you off of the manifest.
You may have my official title down there. Stephen Thorley III.
Good to have you here, Stephen Thorley.
Yeah, good work.
At some point during the voyage, Lorna Ladagate will come to you guys privately. There are rumours that the Bonecaller is not as defeated as one would think.
I need to talk to those adventurers that helped me out.
It's also possible that, given the rumours, allegedly, that the Silwans are dabbling in necromancy, it is possible that Bonecaller could have been defeated and then brought back.
Reanimated.
Necromanced. If that's
it's like romanced, but necro.
Yeah.
Necromanced.
I'm biting my tongue.
If you romance somebody's neck, necromanced.
Neck romancing.
If
Sounds a little kinky. It sounds a little bit kinky.
Shut up.
So you're saying Bonecaller might be back?
Possible.
Just so you know, you may not remember the Inquisitor Bonecaller is the character I played in that episode where you and I'm vomiting.
Yeah. We're on the
So
same
he
page.
is still alive.
So canon.
Bonecaller is already a canon character that exists in the NPC world.
Canish.
As adventurers and heroes of the land, if you could possibly look into the Selwans, see if there is any truth to these rumours that they are dabbling in unscrupulous magics, the Ladderkeep would be forever grateful. It is a wise decision to have the Ladderkeeps in your favour.
Well, yes, we need to destroy a big bad evil.
I've heard.
You've heard.
Where did you hear it from? I mean, we've been fucking talking all over town, but where did you hear it from?
When Owen Sindana returned from Paulette's house a week or two ago, we, as a what do they call them? Would they be like a council? Council of the five families or something?
I guess
council.
it would be the council of families.
As the council, we connected and caught up, and he explained the situation.
Oh, colour.
Everywhere they go, they announce themselves in every which way. They're like, it's like walking around with giant megaphones announcing every single thing that they do. They're not subtle. This party is not subtle.
Fuck.
Yes.
Did
Well done. I'm afraid it's going to take a little longer each time. It's very close.
You obviously had a big and deep discussion with Owen. Did he tell you anything about Stephen Thorley III? Me,
Jesus.
obviously.
You don't need to add that part.
No, I just wanted to know if you know anything about me.
My family are
Smooth, real smooth.
my family are friends with the Thorley family. Yes, so I am aware of who you are.
The Thorleys are a real family.
This is insane. Who would have ever guessed that the Thorleys are an actual family? This is his spell that he cast, the Stephen Thorley spell.
As we all knew, because you're part of that family.
Of course.
Why are you?
Don't be weird about this.
I know, I'm being
Why
weird.
are you asking about this? What's...
Adam at the table wants to know if he said that I'm Baradun, not Stephen Thorley III.
okay. Right.
Which I don't
Make
know.
an insight check.
Is she talking in code, being like, "Don't worry, I know you're Baradun."
Right.
Oh, okay. Probably.
10 plus 4, I believe it is.
14.
You get the impression that she's not like giving you a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm on your side about this thing. It might
not
be that
winking or
she
nudging.
just
Genuinely
knows a
knows the
family
Thorley
called
family.
the Thorleys.
Remind me where Stephen Thorley III came from.
I just one day it was the first thing that tumbled out of my
you
mouth.
made up.
Literally,
But- and
something
now
that
it turns
tumbled out
out
of
What
my
are the
mouth.
odds? What are the chances?
Wasn't it a spell too? Like, who was the dude? Oh, it's Geoff. I'm thinking of Geoff. Was it Geoff? Remember the spell he did? And it was like a yuppie dude. And what was that? What was that character's name? That he
The odds.
Honestly, the amount of coincidences that happen in this game.
outrageous.
It's just
Insane.
off the chart.
Rob's definitely not made up a Thorley family since I've said.
No, that's so weird. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Well, so
Imagine,
you guys-
when you
guys
first
both
made up
just-
that family
Yeah,
name, people would be like, what?
I know if you
Right.
go back to that moment, he's Stephen Thorley. I'm like, they're a huge deal in the later half of this
Geoff.
campaign.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Several years. This is.
Yeah, Geoff was who I was thinking of. The Stephen Thorley III bit is something he just like randomly said to disguise that he was not Baradun. But did Geoff come back, dude? Yeah, that's it. It started with the D, remember? I hope the Geoff comes back. It was Geoff.
This is gonna pay off.
Okay, I
was
mean,
a
good.
spell.
So you know
It
the
was a
Thorley
spell.
family, and you didn't happen to talk to.
I believe your grandfather's on Delarine at the moment.
Is
Oh.
he?
Yes.
I didn't know
I
that.
believe so.
That's fantastic. Well, I'll have to catch up. Well, I'll deal with that. I'll text him. It's fine.
And then, have you ever, and then?
I just want to know if you also, before I do this in character, what was the name of Lathel's cousin, first name?
Yoren.
You
right.
you didn't also happen to catch up with Jorn Laethel as well?
No.
Or the soon-to-be High Sorcerer,
Philandra.
Valandra Laethel.
Philandra Laethel was here about 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. Oh, has he gone back to,
I haven't seen him in a.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
It makes you angry, doesn't it?
It does.
You don't know any of these people?
Remember when we saw Laethal on that ship stuck into the cliff?
Yeah, I
and
remember.
it wasn't Laethel,
But
it
it
was
wasn't
his cousin.
Laethal, and this fucking guy went up to him and was like, hey, just so we know, it's
I'm
about
Baradun.
Baradun, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I'm
right. It was
literally
because
just trying to
familiar. Is
ascertain
that
right now.
familiar? Is that the? You said it was like it was a
familiar-
Yeah, the familial was a
Yeah,
familial.
familial, and yeah.
I'm literally just trying to ascertain now how far that fuck up has gone.
Okay, very good. I'm on board.
Belandra Laethel was here to meet with the heads of the five families about 2 weeks ago or so.
Oh, and he's probably gone back
And
to
I think he went
Calabar
back
now.
to Calabar after that.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, my dad ears are going off. There is a subtle alarm noise in their building. I know somebody out there that is watching can hear. I have these crazy sonar dad ears, and I'm listening to an alarm going off in the background. Also, Adam has an incredible recall. Like his memory is like ridiculous, remembering parts and pieces of this story. I do remember the ship. I do happen to remember that. I actually remembered more than Alan actually remembered right there.
I just, being from the Thorley family, I wanted to talk to him, but I've missed him, it seems.
Yeah, it seems so. I'm afraid not. I'm sure you'll be able to access
Of course.
through
There's
other
that
means.
alarm.
As we all know, the Thorley family are very well-to-do. Stuff.
Yes, sorry.
Who else hears the alarm in the
As
back?
you-
Imagine revealing. Nope.
No, it does not reveal anything.
not reveal anything.
It's
Sorry,
just a bunch of
continue.
awkward
We were
tension.
talking about, as Butcher just said, we were talking about the great evil that has hit
Thank
this
you.
land, the
Thank
Dark
you,
Lord
man.
that has come.
The main quest.
Yeah,
nice.
We were
Main
talking about
quest.
the main quest.
Thank
yes.
you.
My fathers will be happy to hear of that if
Your
you.
father?
I thought I was going crazy.
Yes.
You have two fathers.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that be okay?
Make it a big deal.
It's not okay. It's just unusual. What is not unusual?
Have you never
And
watched
I say-
My
Have
Two
you ever seen
Dads?
My Fathers?
Yeah.
No, because I don't have
My two dads.
mom and
yeah.
dad.
Oh,
My fathers will be happy to talk with you about the situation with the
Absolutely.
the thing that
Now-
Owen knows about.
Maddie says this might have been around the time of the break-in. What? They had a break-in? Oh, yeah. I remember hearing something about this because I was watching them at the time because I've been watching these guys for like 3 years. So I do happen to remember something about a break-in, Maddie. Oh, my God. What if they're being robbed right now? That alarm's going off and they actually are just playing Dungeons & Dragons while getting robbed. Oh, my goodness. What's up, Paula? How you doing tonight? Right when they started the studio, and this is them being in the studio. Oh, nobody can hear the alarm. I want somebody to say something about the alarm, or they need to stop. Like they're getting robbed right now. The alarm's gone off like 5 times. Or we're hearing construction crews in the background. Paula might have something there. I don't know. I think
Yes, because obviously our utmost
sounds like an
importance
alarm
is
though.
ridding the world of this great evil.
I think we're in line with that.
Every so often I just look at Roger and go,
Well, thank you for coming in.
That's
Was there anything else
hilarious.
you needed to mention to
No,
us?
I think we should not be seen talking when we get to Delarine.
Okay.
It's probably for the best that our first meeting is when you come to the Ladagate
Indeed.
estate.
Okay,
Indeed.
good.
But if you could, if you have any information on the Silwans by then, we would be happy to owe you a favour at that point.
Yes,
We do not
absolutely.
wish for such a cancer to exist within our midst,
Oh.
right under our noses.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
yes. Okay.
Good day to-
Any points at where we should aim first for the Sylvan family?
I mean,
House of
I assume
Silver.
you're
We
you're
accept.
meeting with the Silwans
We accept
estate.
your quest.
Just
Yes.
appears over Lorna Ladagate.
We accept your quest.
Excellent. If you are going to be meeting with the Silwyn head, then I'm sure
Wait, what's
having
going
a look
on in
around
the
the
chat?
state would be a good way
Skip.
to start.
Skip. He said skip. He's skipping the NPC dialogue. Skip. Okay, so Chook then says, I don't think they got robbed yet. I think something else happens first that I'm not sure would be a spoiler, so I'll leave it at that. What? And then Maddie said, okay, we're getting close, real close about it. Oh, I hate when this happens and you guys know something and I don't, which I know a lot of you know something. Thank you. First off, let's hear it for everybody not spoiling me. We're at like 142 and I've not been spoiled. This is how amazing this audience is. And the followers and the fans. But now I'm feeling like really left out of the loop here, and the everybody in the chat knows something that I don't know right now, and I feel like I'm getting it flaunted in my face. I need to know now what's going on, but I so don't want to be spoiled. Chelios, first time chatter. What's up, buddy? I think Adam said back then that someone stole the camera equipment, says Chelios.
You skip the rest of Lorna Ladagate thing, and then eventually she's just not there
Greg's
anymore because
always
she's walked
been-
away.
Greg's
I've always
always-
wanted to try that.
Greg's always
Sorry.
been skipped, yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna
I've always wanted to try. I'm sorry.
And you're left on your own
hopefully
on
there's no
the
important information in that speech.
you're left on your own in the submarine.
I'm also wondering how anatomically correct the submarine is, whether we're like in a whale's stomach.
I was going to go look out the window.
Didn't
but
you
I'm
say
like,
it was
yeah.
kind of robotic or something?
Yeah,
it's
that's
a-
what I mean.
it's
Like
the
how
shell. and the tongue that allows you to walk up it. But once you're inside, it's just a submarine.
Boring.
Just a boring old, boring old
It's a very nice
submarines.
submarine. Very nice technical, magical, high fantasy submarine. All right. Eventually, you arrive on Delorine, disembark down the tongue onto the pier, and you see that Delorine, while technically more wealthy than Milius, is not as showy or gaudy because they don't accept visitors. It's not about showing off to people who are coming and showing off. It's more once you get wealthy enough, you go back to wearing t-shirt and jeans sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
Billionaires never look like billionaires.
yeah, it's very nice and very well. The thing that gives it away as being a wealthy place is that it's super well maintained. The grasses are really nice, nicely trimmed, and like the
spread
they've got
out.
street lamps, and it's very wide open areas and things. The at the port, waiting for you is a butler of the Eldrins, because they've been it's them that have
accepting us.
invited you. You are greeted by
They're accepting us.
an elvish person called Yolen,
Okay.
who greets you and takes you into a chariot that is pulled by Pegasus.
Yolene,
Oh, damn.
Yolene, Yolene, Yolene.
And
sorry.
then you aboard the chariot and take to the skies as this chariot takes you across the island.
Are we
you
alone
can-
in the chariot?
Just the four of you, yes, and Yolen.
So, by pure good skill by me, we have managed to ingratiate ourselves with two other families who... Wait, no, one. There's going to be the second one.
I don't know what you're saying, sorry.
So we've ingratiated ourselves with one family. This is going to be the second one. Do we tell them that I'm a High Sorcerer
No.
Baradun? Because the whole point is that they don't vote for Leothel. We need to kind of be like, he's evil.
Hang on.
To bring you back. Is
Can
that
I
kind of the vibe?
can
You know what
I
mean?
just pause for a sec? What we did the first task,
That was...
and that was for the
First one was the
First off, no, because Baradun's only level 10 right now. Level 10, while good, is still not a high enough level to even deal with Leothil yet. To expose yourself like that and like really announce yourself like that. I mean, I know there's been times where it's already happened, but in this manner with the richest families, and to do that is a huge mistake. This is a narcissistic move on Baradun's part, which is exactly what I would expect from Baradun, and the party should say absolutely not.
the Sandanas,
Sandanas,
who were the Erangel Steel mining
we
operation.
did that
Dragon.
Kalbanga, and then we
Done.
did
They're on your side.
the second one, which was like,
Eldrins, which you're about
Right.
to tick off now,
We're
was
about to
the
tick-
We're about to take off number 2. That's kind of
Eldrins
what I was
is
asking,
what
sorry.
you're about to tick off, saying, "Hey, you're on my side because we dealt with the
Right.
Yeah.
smuggling operation."
What I'm trying to get at is, should I be like, I'm Baradun, we need you to not vote for Leothil because he's
No.
evil, or do we
You
just
kind of
go,
say, I'm Baradun,
the
I'm
three-
back.
or do
Is
we,
that the vibe?
or do we
First off, Baradun is really evil. I mean, like, he is known to be evil, so that's not like anything that's going to make somebody say, "Oh, well, then, if Baradun's back, then I'm not voting for Leothil." I mean, like, Baradun's possibly even more renowned for being an evil dude than Leothil.
we just go, oh, thank you for doing it. Our favors don't vote for Leothil.
The three remaining families are the Laddergeeps, and Lorna has just told you what it will require to get them on
Yeah.
side. Some information one way or another
The
on the
longer
Sylvans.
they stay in the
The
shadows,
Sylvans,
the
which you haven't
better.
spoken to, you don't know what they'll want, but if the rumours are true, then they'll want something shady. And the Phantasmos. And you need to speak to the Phantasmos anyway, because you've got Ricky Phantasmo as the ex-head of the Illusions, Duplicates, blah, blah, blah. And he was under Leothil's employ when Calathak went missing.
Yeah, so there's probably some dodgy shit going on.
So you need
there
to
as well.
talk to Ricky. That's on one of your quests already in your quest book. Talk to Ricky and Phantasmo.
Cool. Okay. So maybe we don't need to say that I'm Baradun. We just need to.
So in theory, the world thinks that you're
That I'm dead and there's an imposter.
there's an imposter. So that rumor was spread around the globe, whatever.
But we
many-
have easily managed to convince people otherwise by just telling them the truth.
Yeah, I'm an advocate for telling the truth.
And telling the truth to the highest level of an elven family is, especially ones that we know to be reputable. So maybe we don't say it to the Sylvan family, but
yeah, to people who are good
yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
I say we can.
Okay,
go
well, let's
with
wait
that.
till we get in within closed doors. But let's continue.
Fair enough.
Good chat in the wagon here.
Yeah.
I'll say that Yolen was out front of the wagon on the riding seat. So
That's why I
everyone
asked if we
hearing you
were
in the-
alone in the.
Yeah.
All right, so you from the air you can see a view of the island of Delarine. It is essentially a 5-pointed star, each point of which is a home to one of the heads of the 5 families, and then the central part of the island is a communal space and for the government halls of Thilivern. This is the island where the Thilivern government is essentially run from. You're not too long later, a short ride later, you touch down in front of the Eldrin estate. You see that it is a huge dome, similar to the one that is above you, and looking through this dome you can see that it is a miniaturized version of the entire lake. It is a bunch of islands within a lake, within a dome, on an island, within a lake, within a dome. They're very...
And if we look closer,
you look
on
closely
the main one, there's a dome in some tiny islands.
There actually is. Because as you arrive, you see that spread over the different islands, the miniaturized versions of the island, is their estate. They've got a different building on each of the islands, and they're connected by walkways and things. And on the dome, that is on the island representing this island, Delarine, there is a small fountain, and it's a little dome with smaller islands inside.
Ah. This is some weird match. Should we squint and see if we can see us?
But yeah, like what exactly is going on here? Like, is this like a Russian doll where like continually like there's a new reality inside a reality, or what is this? Some teleportation kind of thing? What?
Sorry, wait.
One more time from the biggest dome to the smallest dome. Go. Sorry.
There is a real dome in the world that you are inside of. This is the entirety of the lake and the Thilivern Islands.
The dome covers the entire Thilivern Islands.
You're on
the lake and everything.
You are on one of those islands, Delarine.
Yeah, and that one has our dome.
On Delarine, there is a section where the Eldrins live. That they have covered their estate, their mansion, in a dome.
Yeah.
And their mansion is built on a miniaturized version of the lake and the islands. So their house spreads across the small version of Delarine, the small version of Milius, the small
I love
version
kind of creatively gone. We'd like to craft our thing to look like the whole land.
exactly, because the Eldrin family are the ones that created the dome in the first place and are in charge of maintaining the dome. So they've tried to honour that by being like, hey, cool, it's a dome.
2 domes, and then...
Once you're inside and you're being led across the different islands and it's like a Japanese garden sort of thing, and it's lots of fountains and beautiful sights and smells and things. You're being led across to the Delarine Island, and on that Delarine Island, there is a small fountain off to the side.
I need pictures. Here. Usually my imagination's off the chain. Like, usually I have a great imagination. Like, with this... I'm going to need a picture to see what's happening here. Like, I don't feel like that suffices for an explanation of exactly what was going on.
About yay big, that is a dome, and smaller islands on it.
Oh, like a little model.
For
so that fountain is literally what it sounds like.
Or it's just a dome for ants? Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
What really concerns me the most is Rowan understands what's going on here, and I do not. This is like something very startling. This might be the first time this has ever happened while watching this, that Rowan understands something and I do not, and it scares me. Frankly, it scares me.
I look real close on the island in the fountain. There's probably a tiny little dome.
Yeah, cool. Okay. The fact it's a fountain is the only thing that suggests that it's not this weird magic thing where we are actually.
You're not actually there. No, it's just
a cool thing. I'm on edge. Yeah, I can spend a lot of time. Okay.
I reach into the dome and grab myself, and then a huge hand comes in. That's what Greg's going to be having a nightmare about tonight. All right, so you are brought into the mansion and presented. Yolen presents you. May I present the Dingo's Dudes? Was that
the
Dingo Dudes?
Dingo Dudes.
Just the Dingo Dudes. And you are presented as one does one of these formal occasions into the drawing room, the sitting room of this mansion of Pelenia and Fiestra. And Pelenia and Fiestra are there awaiting you, and they're going to be setting up for dinner soon, but you've arrived a little early.
They are the 2 heads of the family.
Pelenia is technically the head of the family, Fiestra is their wife. Yes.
Yeah. Aldrin family.
All right, guys, try not to kill everyone.
Let's go. All right. Just a little description of them. They are very thin. Pelenia is completely bald and very androgynous to look at. Wears non-gendered clothing and uses them/they pronouns. And Fiestra is a beautiful elven woman with long, glowing. Yeah, why not? Glowing hair. She's got golden hair, is what I was going to say, but it does sort of glow. She uses a particular type of magical elven conditioner that glows slightly. And they welcome you into the drawing room. Again, it's a very nice, stately sort of a home, but not too in your face, like golden walls and things like that.
I mean, so after the pleasantries that you'd often obviously have, I guess we get to the business of being like, yes, so we did. I'm not sure if Samara told you. Samara told you we got to the bottom of all that smuggling business.
Yes, I heard.
Yes, horrible that the custodians are doing that. Oh my God.
Oh, couldn't believe it.
I know. How could they be doing that?
Smugglers. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's certainly going to save a lot of trouble now that you've solved that problem for us.
Yes. No. Hopefully that is fully dealt with.
So
what did you get a report? Did you get a report back at all about what what's happened? Have they been all apprehended? What?
Yes. So in the last few days, we've had a full report made. The custodians have been found to be smuggling people out of the prison on THUR, a correctional facility.
Wow.
I'm fine.
The correctional facility on THUR, they've been smuggling people out disguised as children. Mm-hmm. We actually found evidence of such on premises. They'd had a young woman who was a lifetime. What's the word? She was under lifetime parole.
What was her crime, out of interest? If she'd to have escaped from the cage that she was in.
Man. Oh my God, man. So the Blade song set up the custodians. They come in there, they blackmail the custodians. They're coming back to this rich family, and now we're learning. Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
She was
a mass murderer.
Oh yes.
So if she'd got out of that cage.
Psychopathic.
Goodness, that's lucky.
Wait, that was actually a real mass murderer in that case.
Lucky, isn't it, Greg?
The one that he wanted to save, that actually happened and was in the custodians, though.
It tastes for blood.
Oh, wow.
It's lucky, isn't it?
Thought to have cannibalized many of her victims.
A cannibal?
Cannibalized many of her victims who were never found.
Wow.
We got lucky.
I was really close to trying to get her out.
So it's good that
Greg was trying to get her out.
They caught her as well.
Good,
but it does explain a lot of the disappearances of
yes, very good.
in the strain. So congratulations are in order. The custodians have been apprehended by the Sanguine Guards.
Very good.
Yes. Turns out they actually have one of their smuggled prisoners on premise.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Disguised as a little girl, no less. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
In a cage, yes. And
a young girl in a cage, yes. Greg.
I actually have the prisoner's rap sheet here. Starts off with grievous assault. Petty theft, grand larceny.
Whoa.
One count of with assault with intent to murder.
That's interesting.
Two counts of attempted murder. 6 counts of actual murder.
Imagine if we let someone let them go.
7 counts of arson. We've got
real hardened criminal.
12 counts of cannibalism.
Imagine if that person got free last night.
A literal cannibal.
Attempted genocide.
Look at Podger get all up in Greg's ear. Like the best part is Rowan acting as Podger, like getting so personal and so up close to Alan. Watch this. Watch Podger. Watch him.
Got free last night.
A literal cannibal.
Attempted genocide.
Attempted a genocide.
Fratricide, patricide, matricide.
Killed a mattress.
Yes, mattress.
All of that. Listen
What's up, Silver?
Imagine if that person
This is why
got
you
out.
don't free slave girls. Are you ready to take a ride on my
yeah!
Hover bike.
Have I not released the hover bike yet? Thank you so much, Vincent, for gifting Chook. Also, huge shout out to Hugh, who gifted out 58 subs on tonight's stream. We had 118 viewers, and Hugh gifted out 58 people on that stream. Big shout out to Hugh, and thank you, Vincent, for that gift to Chook. I appreciate you, Vincent. Thank you very much.
Not always.
Actually,
hard rule from now on.
Let's actually talk about that.
We actually have a record on the Dungeons and Dragons stream tonight. We hit over 30 for the Dungeons and Dragons stream. Hey, let's hear it for us. We just beat a record. All right. We had over 30 for a little bit here. on the live Dungeons and Dragons stream. Nice to see. We're breaking all types of records tonight, man. This is wonderful. This is wonderful.
I just would have now I'm hearing this for the first time, and it's like,
and that would just
It would have
hang
enriched
this
us.
over you.
It would have enriched us so
We would
much.
just live this.
yeah.
You would
God,
never
that's
live
actually
this.
the main
records.
reason I'm glad she didn't get out.
They were found to be through a series of logbooks that they'd kept. I'll say one thing for the custodians.
How you
They
doing,
kept
Arcane?
stringent logs, probably to their
Good to
detriment.
see you, bro.
But
We don't record your crimes.
They were charging 1,000 gold pieces a piece, and there were 12,000 gold pieces found in their vault.
Oh,
And so they'd obviously
12,000.
it's quite a significant margin. A number of the things that we'd found being smuggled into the Sylvan Islands, drugs and things,
What else are there?
all sorts of illicit
Like-
substances,
Oh,
Weapons, probably.
weapons. Yes,
Probably some
weapons.
onyx statues and things. Probably.
Sorry.
No, I don't know.
I mean, what?
anyway.
So it's good that we've put such a.
Yeah. Well,
we're glad to have
Such a
helped.
family.
actually.
glad to
So,
have helped.
I actually just want to.
I'm glad for your
I
help.
just want to pivot the conversation. Obviously, we are. Don't fucking look at me like that.
It's just, that's a terrible transition, by the way. When you're trying to pivot a conversation, you do not publicly announce that you're going to pivot the conversation. That is a complete no. That is a complete shame. Hold on. That is a shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Shame.
I think the Adams Eugene is showing. That is a terrible thing. Do not publicly announce that you're going to pivot the conversation by saying that you're going to pivot the conversation. You don't do that. You just do it through skill, charisma, intelligence, none of which was used here.
I just, every time you say anything like that, I'm like, oh, where are we going?
We are upright, noble adventurers, and
Upright noble adventurers, not likely. You are Barradoon. Barradoon, not so noble. Not so
we
noble.
have actually. We have. I mean, look at it. He's a cleric. We have
Standing up.
stumbled.
Now he's using him as a cleric. Now he's throwing Greg under a bus and saying, well, he's obviously good. He's a cleric. He's using people around him. This is a manipulator is what's happening. Barradoon, the manipulator.
Right.
We have stumbled. We're sitting down right now. We have stumbled upon.
Oh, no.
I'm going to break it down for you. A great evil threatening the land, and we do need your help. Well, we need everyone's help, really.
I was hoping to talk to you about that. Owen Sindana.
Yeah, I heard that you may have had a
Sindana
bit of pre-knowledge about this.
Oh, you did? Owen, yes.
What Owen was like, I'll tell the others, and I was like, good.
Good save. So yes, Owen came back and reported a number
Good,
of things.
just like I asked him to. Brilliant.
Said that it would behoove us to meet with you in person. So I'm grateful for the opportunity now. While you're here, I hope you get the opportunity to meet with the Phantasmas,
We are looking to do that.
the Largip, the Thelwins as
Well,
well.
the thing is, we need all the help we can to destroy this evil.
You sound a lot
There
like
we go. Like that. Actually, I feel Badger needs to talk right now. You would never hear me. That's the first time I've ever said that on this campaign. Just basically saying that Badger needs to be the one to step up and talk in this situation. Even look at Barradoon's face. Look at Adam's face at this, shocked that it works so well. I completely think that Barradoon should let Badger step up and talk here.
Phantasmal family member.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Oh no! Oh
Very
no! Oh
vague
no!
familiar resemblance as well.
Yes.
If you were an elf, perhaps.
Yes.
If you
In
weren't
another
big
world,
brooding-
in another life.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm hoping you'll stay for dinner. Will you be our guest?
Absolutely.
Absolutely delighted. What are they going to have? Fishlish? Are they going to have fishlish for appetizers?
It would be
Absolutely
wonderful
delighted.
to stay for dinner.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Grateful to have you. Please feel free to make yourselves at home. Dinner will be served in about an hour.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank
Don't
you.
steal anything, Bob.
So
Bob,
thank you for your
don't.
service. Please
Don't
make
do
yourself
it.
at home.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Oh, brilliant.
Take my pants off.
No,
excuse me,
no,
little-
no.
Off, man, run me a bath and make me dinner.
Given our quests,
And actually, if you could get me, make
goes
sure
to his
it's like
natural
gold,
state.
like coated hamburger or something. That would be very nice. Yes. And make sure that bath is at 72 degrees. No hotter, no colder.
Anyone gonna help me find my sheep?
Fiestra's like,
All right.
I love that when Greg relaxes, he goes back to his natural NPC state. That is really funny.
they will vacate and leave you in the sitting room to discuss things among yourselves.
They're vacated. Okay.
If
I
unless you want to
meant
grab them
before
as they
they
leave.
left to talk about me being Barradoon and everything. I guess we can do it over dinner.
Maybe that is the time to
Yeah.
do it.
He's still got the accent. You're alone in the drawing room.
Roger, we're alone now. You can just talk normally.
Yes, look, this is who I am now. This is who I am now.
Brilliant. Great. Okay, I think over dinner, yeah, we need, as we were talking about in the carriage, need to unload that we are Barradoon and the dickheads, and that they need to vote for.
Wait, is that what we're...
I'm pretty
Isn't that
sure
what we decided on?
No, dingo dudes.
Dingo dudes?
Oh, yeah,
still
I
the
mean,
dingo- we're still the dingo dudes,
I mean, we can say Dingo Dudes, Barradoon and the dickheads.
I suppose, okay, maybe you can say Barradoon and the
Dingo
Dickheads.
dudes.
In case they'd heard of us, maybe, like, reference that, but make sure you emphasize we've changed that now.
No, I think now that we've got here, we'll go back to that.
We've established the branding. We might as well use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, let's make some merch of it. Or something. Bring it back.
Well, for that reason, that maybe.
Maybe
That shit's Dingo, dude.
I mean, that
dingo, dude.
Oh, stop.
That's
Stop.
Dingo
Right.
dudes.
Well,
Brilliant. Dinner time.
Yum.
Dinner time. Yum, yum, yum.
All right, so an hour passes with you in the drawing room, just twiddling your thumbs, doing whatever you do, lounging in their chairs naked.
Oh, it's good to spread out.
Spread on there's like a polar bear owlbear skin,
Yeah.
a polar owlbear, and you're
In
just
front
like
of a fireplace.
lounging on it. Nude.
We trust these people completely. Like,
Look,
Enough. Enough.
okay.
the world's.
Well, it's a dangerous place, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
There is
really
a-
don't know much about these families, to be fair.
There is
Yeah.
there is a tingling as Yolan comes into the drawing room with a little bell. Says dinner will be served in approximately 5 minutes.
I was just wondering, you don't happen to have any fish dish? Like, I had marvellous fish dish before I came here.
I'm afraid we don't have any honey on
Not a
site,
problem.
but we could get some in if you're here for dinner tomorrow.
Well, I mean, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I don't think we're going to be here for
course.
dinner tomorrow.
If you
I
could.
don't-
what
you
now
don't-
I'm doing
you
it.
don't leave.
Goodness gracious.
Well, lads, I think we should.
You head to the dining hall and you are presented again. May I present the Dingo Dudes?
Is it just?
Oh, you're
Okay, I just want to
Stephen
emphasize
Foley
that
the
this wasn't like my first choice for a name. It was this or the Honeywood Heroes, and this was the lesser
I
of
would
two
have
evil.
preferred Honeywood Heroes. I think that's
Oh, absolutely not.
strong.
I mean, as we mentioned, it's
tells
just
you where
Barradoon's
people are
not
from.
from Honeywood. It's not
better-
accurate.
sorry, who?
What sells
I mean,
better on a
Philip,
t-shirt?
What?
Stephen.
Stephen, Philip.
Quick poll, what would you buy on a t-shirt? Honeywood Heroes,
Oh, I don't wear t-shirts.
Dingo Dudes, Barradoon and the Dickheads. Just quick poll.
Oh, I don't. That's
Why would it? Why would
you-
it be Barradoon and
It's
the
just a
Dickheads?
random. Just go
Such a
look
language.
into it. It's just a random name.
I don't wear t-shirts, but if I did, I would not wear something with such vulgarity on it.
Right. I mean, let's say it was a mug that. It was a mug. Would you
Oh, yeah,
Like a China teacup.
Honeywood Heroes,
Like a China
or-
teacup, perhaps.
a teacup, yeah, like money. Ooh,
Sounds like Honeywood Heroes is the winner.
right.
Yes, perhaps. Now entering into the dining hall, Stephen Thorley III and company.
Yes, that's me, Stephen Thorley III.
As they present you, Stephen Thorley III, Bartholomew Osiris, Roger,
Curtsy.
Bodger, and Greg.
Hello.
Please. You head in, you take your places at the table. They say, may I announce our other guests?
I have what's it with me?
God damn it.
May I announce our other guests? Now entering into the dining hall, Stephen Thorley I, Stephen Thorley II, and their son.
Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he going to say, and their son, Barradoon?
Barradoon.
What?
What?
What are you gonna do about that?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
What happened? I went into a fugue state.
I'm just gonna let
As a grandfather,
I think you
father
should
and
leave.
son
All right, good luck.
I'm gonna look confused at them as well.
Wait, what?
Just chatting.
Wait, what? What is going on here? Holy smokes. That's crazy. All right, listen, what a cliffhanger that was. If you're still watching us, hi, welcome. If you're here live, thank you so much. We're here every night at 9:30 for our Dungeons and Dragons show. And hopefully one day we get enough support. I'll move this all over to Wednesday and we'll spend hours upon hours for this. But until that time, I bid you a sweet, sweet adieu. Thank you all for being here, spending time for our D&D watch party. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to check out our morning show, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, DG in the Morning. It's a variety show brought to you by what I like to call the beautiful, wonderful algorithms that find great, wonderful content on the internet, and we take the time out to have a little therapy session, a nice community kind of vibe, and watch things on the internet that I don't think anybody's ever seen before because you guys are picking them, and I love it. So join us tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Thank you for being here. If you're on the YouTubes, like and share. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so very much.